Okay. I knew this was gonna happen. So who in their right minds did not know this was gonna happen? I remember saying it to my sister. I said it to my friend. I said, listen, Ibrahim Traore, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. He's gonna get on the US radar. I've said this. Now, I'm rooting for the guy, until he does something stupid, or something dishonorable. I don't see that in him. So as of now, I'm rooting for the guy. But the thing is, as a matter of fact, I've never heard of that country. Burkina Faso, I've never heard of that country until this leader, emerged. But we've seen it with Patrice Lumumba. We've seen it with Kwame Nkrumah. We've seen it with Jomo Kenyatta, Nelson Mandela. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. We saw what happened to Maurice Bishop down there in Grenada when he was killed in the 80s. We saw what happened to Haile Selassie, the emperor of Ethiopia. We saw what happened with Muammar Gaddafi. And the story is always, with most of those guys, the leaders, I should say, because not everybody in that list, not all the names that I listed just now were like leaders of a nation. But like the leaders of nations like Haile Selassie and those guys, Muammar Gaddafi, they were accused of mistreating their locals. They were accused of not sharing the wealth and mistreating the citizens of their country. Which many times it's not true. But this is the propaganda that they spread so there will not be an outcry from the public when they make a move onto these guys. Because they put the narrative out there to say, well, Muammar Gaddafi out there, he's a terrorist and he did this and he's mistreating his people and blah, 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 blah. So they paint a dirty narrative of these guys, to get the public on their side. Then they move in on these guys and get rid of them. It's the same game. I don't know why. Let me not say I don't know why some people don't see it. Some people don't care because it's in their best interest also. And this is where racism comes in. Not all white people are racist, but this is where racism comes in. They'll see it, but because they have to support their own people so they can so-called stay on top. Because if the darker skinned people get leverage and, find themselves on the same level, the tables might be reversed. So it's not that they don't see it. It's just that, oh, well, casualty of war, we have to stay on top. So fuck it. So some army general, Michael Langley, I'll leave a link in the description box. So he publicly, criticized Ibrahim Traore. I hope I'm pronouncing his last name correctly. He criticized him for, or he alleges that Ibrahim he's hoarding the natural resources for himself and for selected allies, especially gold. That's what this army general is accusing Ibrahim of. So this is the beginning of the scope they're going to put on this young leader in Africa. because they can't allow Africa to rise. And they're accusing him of hoarding the resources. But for years, the Europeans have been coming into Africa, taking out resources, leaving the people there desolate. Of course, they've done it with, selected African allies. But the truth of the matter is, if Africa decides to keep their resources, what's wrong with that? It's theirs. It's their land. The white people went there and saw them there. To this day, I'm still not understanding the ridiculousness of apartheid in South Africa. How a bunch of white people go to South Africa. They went there, saw these black folks, planted themselves there, and then come up with something called apartheid, where they have white communities there. They marginalize the black people that they came and saw there. It's crazy as shit. So I knew that this guy was not gonna go unnoticed. He cut ties with the French, got rid of them, paid them off whatever he owed them, whatever the country owed them. Now he's looking to unite Africa. The same thing Muammar Gaddafi was trying to do. It's the same game. It's the same thing. Gaddafi wanted to start trading in gold dinars, keeping the gold in Africa. The US never liked that. I don't know if Ibrahim is, well, yeah, he's of course he should be keeping the resources there. But it's the same game. They accused Muammar Gaddafi of this. Now they're accusing Ibrahim of the same thing, just wording it different. So I knew he was not going to go under the radar. It's sad and crazy. Because they're going to go after him. Another black leader. Another black leader trying to liberate his people. They're going to go after him. Yeah, I just hope he'll be protected by the Most High. I just hope he'll be protected by the Most High. Anyway, I'm out, y'all.